to a monument line. You guys found out that Soul has an infinite range on his javelins. That's fun.
Oh boy!
Yeah, he can throw a javelin and it won't, you know, be affected by gravity. Perfectly straight. He doesn't have to worry at all about range, and he's just getting really good at throwing javelins. Now, I thought that like Soul would be like a frontline big tank. No, he just he just throws javelins, which is he did. He got that like console like aim lock bullshit. What's it called? When it's like magnetism? I don't know. That happened. Who is on the front lines? We used to have 8. And 8 fucking died. Right. Actually. Fairest range, Soul now like hybrid, but mostly range. Crackbat range, Tenho in Tenho's range, Victor and Icarus ranged, Bellamy ranged. Yeah, no, everyone's ranged.
I mean, I could try being a tank. I don't get a penalty for shooting things up close. I'll just die though.
I mean, you got Frosty. Frosty the front line with you. They had 22 HP.
No, it's okay.
Look how you guys are like. Let me grab this person. Let's add them to the party. Let's add the slave girl. No. Let's get this Yeti slush, and then they just fucking evaporate. Yeti slush, literally. Go call yourselves. Shit. Wow. The only person who is frontline is just Corvad. I'm thinking about it.
It's a tank, always a tank.
Yes. Like you got everyone in the party is built for DPS.
Glass cannon party, go!
Y'all bitch ass Frey this time, no. It just means like a fucking wet like a wet sandwich fucking kills everyone. Except Bellamere. Bane of my existence. I use my reaction to have to reduce the damage. Bullshit.
That worked so well in the big fight.
Every time, because you're like, well, I'm not gonna use my reaction for anything else.
I don't have. Oh, I guess I could dodge with dex rolls.
I think that's just something that happens. I don't think there's a reaction for it.
Mm.
Victor and Icarus repaired the entire castle because they went crater. It can kind of just do that.
Mm.
So your castle, pretty well maintained, rebuilt. What were they trying to do? They were trying to learn how to make the castle fly. Kind of successful, kind of not. The Sovereign of Wind is kind of a bitch. To Party B, she's not teaching him everything because she wants to, you know, still have power over you guys. Can't get rid of her if she's the only one who knows how to control your castle.
We wouldn't get rid of her. She could totally just stay. Yeah, I would let her stay.
Yeah, but this is, you know, Valheimia talking.
Yeah.
This is just how they roll. If Hextor doesn't find use for you, then he just kills you. so on and so forth. If you kill someone, you can turn them to bread. Because they cease to become a person and then become an object. Dead people are objects in this and D&D. I know, right? Britified corpses, corpse starch. Sold training for literally like 4 months. Ferris tried to do training before he fucking went through time itself. If you want to recap of what Ferris did, he tried to see through time, instead tripped, fell into time, experienced infinity, began to unexist, was given some sort of spell by some sort of being, which made him casting time of, scroll up, 99,887 years or something like that. That was fun. No, that's what. Oof. Still bad. If he would have not, or ran out of time, he would have. I would have had to write him out of the campaign, like physically. Like, we start the entire campaign without Ferris. Ish. We go event by event, seeing what happens if he wasn't there.
The scroll wouldn't have gotten open, because I think he's the one that opened it. So nothing would have happened.
I would have to go all the way back into all the recordings and go like, pause, stop, this is what Ferris did. Alright, this doesn't happen. Ferris did this didn't happen. Okay, this didn't happen. After that, okay.
Oh, Corvat and 8 would have died. Or been imprisoned. Because they pissed off the innkeeper at the very beginning.
Because would have never met, the world would unravel. This is what happens when I give someone time abilities, huh? I think most important, well, I want to make a note of this, that Tenho was assassinated, or nearly assassinated, like multiple times. Tenho tried to spread government secrets, was promptly shot. When he retreated back to the castle, they found where he stayed and mailed a pipe bomb to him, basically. You guys would probably be eating like dinner, and then you hear an explosion go off. You went to investigate and saw that all of Tenho's work is now on fire. So there's that. There's that security risk that someone has teleported in your castle, teleported a bomb inside your castle. That's fun.
Alright, we're throwing Tenho out.
You could.
Right over the edge.
He can fly.
Yeah, I know.
Tenho without a unburnt room. Yeah. Well, do you have anything to stop someone from teleporting in?
We will now.
Maybe you should. I don't know. But you can recognize... If Kevin was here, I would have him recognize the threat of someone teleporting into his room, putting a gun to his head, and just firing. I don't think I need to tell you that's just death. Straight up. Dante could also do that, but I don't think you guys care. Nor does Dante. So you guys have about like 2 months. What do you guys like to do? You can also just say nothing.
Could I try and get the slaves to not kill me at night?
Sure. Make a persuasion, insight, or investigation. Insight. The 16. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Sure.
It's gonna
They
be
all
fucking
say.
heads.
Yeah, they don't like you too much. Some say you're, an enslaver. They're not going. They recognize that they can't really kill you because if they do, they all just die. As you are floating in a castle. 16 insight. You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Alright.
Okay. We'll make a perception check. Alright. How do you persuade all the slaves gathered together for their 1 meal a day? They're all eating. They're in the mess hall, which is just about a chair, 2 giant-sized chairs put together. And what do you say to this 99 slaves to have them not kill you at night? They all look up at you.
Oh, good point. Let me think about this. He just walks in and goes, and then walks out. Yeah.
You could.
Is, Navi's slave part of this?
Is Navi's slave a part of this? Let me see if he's is he awake? Is your slave a part of the other slaves in the castle?
I assume not. She'd get better treatment.
I assume not. I assume not. So
it's your slave at the end.
Val tiered post. For this assumption, let's assume not. For the scenario, let's assume not.
You know how you rather have like when you're at work and they celebrate with a pizza party instead of giving everybody like a 5-cent raise? I'm gonna do the equivalent of that.
All right. What are you bringing to the pizza party then? Given you have to feed 99 people,
That's
all
fine.
who kind of want to kill you. Permanent bread for everyone, or just
One piece of bread each. We can't spoil them too much.
they're all
They're already eating bread. You just give them one more piece. You're like, hey, you're welcome.
I assume they're eating bread and gruel.
Man, you think the worst of our group.
I assume you're not giving them like meat, potatoes, vegetables, like nice things. I assume you're just giving them the bare minimum. Bare minimum. Bare.
No, because they're gonna be with us permanently. Although we can't have them too strong.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, I'll just provide a feast of meat and veggies. Whatever I can get from Rain.
You'd go back and see the forest district is slowly rebuilding. You ask them to conjure you some like vegetables, and they're like, okay, cool. They give you a little bit. You specify no for 99 people, and they go, aw. It'll cost you like 10 gold pieces, but they can get you some like good meals.
Alright,
for 99
sure.
people.
I'll give them the gold.
Alright, let's see, GP. Let's see. How much gold? Oh, wait. That's not right. You basically just spent, what? $1,000 on this?
That's fine.
Sure, you guys are like thousands of nares.
Click a button to conjure vegetable. Wait 5-second animation. Click again.
Alright. You give them a nice meal. What they're all eating. What do you say?
Oh, how can I twist this to make it sound bad?
You will be of service forever, for the rest of your life in this castle. This will be your last good meal.
You know, if you keep up the good work and don't kill all of us, you know, your leashes will get loosened a little bit.
Ooh. Ooh. That is a saying. Make a persuasion check normal? Yeah, 15's about apt. Some of them kind of just accept it. Some of them are still kind of pissed off. I'd say you get like 2/3 of them not to kill you in your sleep, but they're still like not happy about this arrangement.
Alright, fair enough.
You get most of them to not try to kill you.
Sick. He just, alright, fine, he just leaves.
How does Soul feel? I don't know, but knowing Thief and Soul, they probably just went, eh, and shrugged it. I don't. Every time I put a moral quandary in front of Soul, it was always like a shrug. Not my problem. No, but he's like halfway to it.
Look at him there.
He's not evil, but he's not good either. Soul's not a good person. I think we can all agree on that.
After hanging out with us, by proxy, he is not.
Well, like there'd be like a moral dilemma, and then Ferris just goes, "I give Spogon the knife to torture him with," and then Soul just stands there. doesn't stop the situation, doesn't de-escalates it, but doesn't, you know, take part of it.
Man. Frey,
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
Clarion being here.
Who?
One of my characters. I have her character sheet sort of thing when I used to roleplay. I can give it to you if you're interested in reading it.
Sure.
She's basically the attempt to play the nicest person in the world.
And then slowly was changed by the world.
She's not. We rolled heads or tails, and she's gonna be a good person still. No, she starts off as a racist bitch.
Like everyone in this D&D party. You guys were like, you know what? I hate dwarves. And for some reason, everyone's just racist against dwarves.
Yeah.
Go back to the earliest session, I go, and he's a dwarf, and go, I hate dwarves. I hate the stunties, the shorties. And I go, why?
What did he do?
What happened? No, you said Bellomir's racist against everyone who's not an elf. Corbat just thinks everyone's weird. Ferris said something about hating. Ferris and 8 hate dwarfs. 8 had good reason, I guess. But then again, you know, eh. And Soul's just Soul. Well, if you look at the lineup, you'd have now just a moving statue, an undead paladin, Crackbad, a monkey on the back of a robot, Corvad, who's also a werewolf, Bellamir, who's just a schizophrenic elf, a talking dog, and some guy with apparently gunpowder, who's also an owl, who was also wanted by the dwarven government, and they sent assassins after him.
Weird bird. Yeah, weird bird.
You had 8, who was just some weird guy who burst through walls and I don't know, getting slush, which is a 2-headed dog, and then just the guy from what's it called? Devil May Cry. So, you know, take it or leave it. And a giant flying castle.
You seen the picture of the handsome owl that I sent?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I hate it so much.
Deeply disturbed. That's the best way I can describe it. Let's see if we can find it again. There we go. Yeah. It's just human. Like, it's just human enough for it to be like disturbing. Is there anything else you guys like to do in these next few months? You could just say like Bellamir relaxes and just chills out. Can you scout Bastogne? Of course you can. You've infiltrated Bastogne many of times. You're just like walking on in. Just make a stealth check or a deception check, generally, to see how much you can get in. $24? Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let me check something real quick. No, you didn't fight the king. Okay, so the king wouldn't have saw you. Or cared enough. Kind of. Poor party A. Hopefully never go to best stone.
Okay. I didn't see anything weird. I apologize if there is anything weird in this document, because I used to do it for roleplay. And I didn't want people to, like, show me their weird kinks. So it's written in that sort of sense. But I think I fixed it and removed that stuff when I was making the actual sheet. Shit, I have to find it here now. Great.
Like a character sheet? Like a D&D one, or?
No. For roleplay, for writing.
Mm.
And then I'll send you my favorite picture in full whatever.
A fucking hellbug?
Yeah! I love him.
What the fuck?
This is her and then one of my good friends, his roleplay character. His character's 10 feet tall.
Oh, this is okay. So this is your profile pic.
Yeah. Ow.
Is she like a gnome? Wait, the
No.
character's right here.
She's a high elf.
Oh, I guess the guy is 10 feet tall.
He's 10 feet tall and she's a
Okay.
she's a stunted elf.
Look, the guy's 10 feet tall. Huh. Sick.
Wait, why did you? Oh, leave me alone.
Inside small jars. Maybe I should do like a. I should write down characters, important characters you guys have met. Keep them all in my brain palace.
I have a list of important characters or whom I found were important.
The rulers, Hextor, the king, Nox, the Black Grail Knights, Prince. Some other ones I'm missing. Whatever.
I still have Baron Edward Hall.
Oh yeah, he's important as well.
He might still be important. Alir,
Kinda.
Alir, the elf noble whose house we stayed in. Stargazer.
Yeah. No, you still have the IOU.
I do not have the IOU. We used it. I think Soul still has it. Has one.
Hey, hey, Black Veil Knight Samuel. We are now the rulers of Valheimia. And he goes, those are our enemy. Ooh.
Anyway, puts the paper on the desk. Remember this, buddy?
Still redeemable, or is there like a time period? It's been like a half a year. No, all right.
Don't attack us. We'll drop our castle.
What do they do? What do you do when you drop their castle and they all start boarding your castle?
I have the perfect response for this one.
Run away!
Let's cry. It's a bad cry.
It doesn't hit. 13 misses? Alright, so Corbad is in Mastone. Right? The winter is the winter snow is thawing. The bot is gone.
Bastode, winter. Gotta go. Every time I miss a cry, they don't feel sorry for me.
You go,
Bo, come here. Bo.
Oh, front flip! Front flip!
He so eagerly opened my door and then is just standing in the hallway. And he's walking away. Alright.
I'm trying to find... Ah, fuck it. Classic Bastogne music. Are you looking more in northern Bastogne or southern Bastogne? Let me pull the map for you. Boop. I'd say like this center divide really is the north, south, neither. Alright, this is what happens. You're like, hey, I want to go scout out Bastogne. The queen says she can take you to northern Bastogne, and you guys like, you went, no, I want to go to southern Bastogne. So Hextor immediately grabbed a druid, unwillingly, the druid that is, and had the druid turn into a dolphin and take you to southern Bastogne. They drop you off. That's somewhere in the King's Bay. Do you want to go more towards Saltport? Or we're ping where you want to start. You want to start here? Bet. Alright. You land on the shores of Bastogne. The dolphin, whatever fucking noise dolphins make, swims away. Do I have my best stone? Let's see, stills. Boop. Can't believe I still have this. But I should have deleted it. It's taking up too much storage space. Looks like a nice comfy hiding hole. And that's what Corehead does the next 2 months. Sleeps in the hidey hole. Comfy. You land on the shores of southern Bastogne. The first thing you notice here is that the boreal forest is completely different. It's all oak trees, various types of birch, none of the pine trees that are up north. If you were to travel just a little further north, there would be this giant, like, almost divide between pine trees and oak trees. These are the same kind of like trees you can find in Bahamut as well, though not as densely populated as the Bahamut forest of Yogg. Here it is. Is there anything you're looking for in particular? Saying how well they're rebuilding, right? Southern Bastogne is mostly unaffected by, the war. You go through some villages, some towns. You do notice I would say like a substantial portion of young men are just gone. So dealing with that and that aftermath, where they lose about 13% of their entire populace. Southern Bastogne is more of the. You'll find this out. Southern Bastogne is more of the production and commercial aspect of Bastogne, or the northern part is more the military and industrial part of Bastogne. You'll find a lot of orchards, a lot of farms here, a lot of villages dedicated to just growing shit. This here, there's a blue, it's built here, is basically all of their farming. Yeah, basically. If you were to listen on conversations, you would find out that there is a stark difference between South Bastogne and North Bastogne, where they're almost two separate countries. Is there basically none? There is still military presence within Bastogne, just not as heavily as North Bastogne. Because Northern Bastogne has to deal with, put this in, I'll give this blue, with Valheimia and Helheim. So the military concentration is greater. Still, there's a lot, but not marching troops back and forward like you saw in North Bastogne. There used to be more when Valheimia could just do that and that with the ruler of water. They kind of can't anymore since he's dead. So they're relieving troops from the south, putting them north, because Bastogne has a greater naval force than Valheimia right now. Shai Halud. There are a lot of talks within southern Valheimia of separating from the north. A lot of people kind of angry that the north lost, not seeing themselves as one like Bastogne unitive, but more those northerners don't know what they're doing. They completely fumbled going to Rain. How so? Do note that you are a Corvette.
With a disguise hat.
With a disguise hat.
Parade around as the king. And be an asshole. That's what Valimir would do.
Make deception check? Okay, and 15. Alright. Now make another stealth check, I guess. This is so if you're not caught. Alright. 28. No one catches you passing on these flyers. The 15 in deception, I would say that you get those who are already kind of like anti-North even more angry about the North, and those who were indifferent kind of supporting your this new propaganda. Are you just doing this throughout villages and the northern part of southern Bastogne? Or are you going to the main city of Saltport? My favorite question every time you guys go to a city of how do you enter the city?
Alright, so we put on a performance, right?
Through the wall, you just climb over it. You have a climbing speed. You have a 50-foot climbing speed. You can move 150 in your turn. Well, shit. Okay, you walk through the wall. You go into the ethereal realm between life and death, a pseudo-purgatory. There's ghosts there, ghouls, various more ethereal, spectral, undead. You wave high as you just walk through a wall and come out of it. You got a 28 in stealth. I don't think anyone's seeing that. Nor do they expect most people just to walk through a wall. You make it inside the city. Let's see, pull up Salt Port. That one, Salt, is in Dungeons and Dragons. Salt. I can either make this image into a Roll20 map so you can look at it on Roll20, or put it on Discord. What do you want? What we're looking at? That Discord. Wayne's Dungeons. Upload file. There you go. You probably start out in Alderman's Gate. It's been a while since Corbat has seen ocean, I guess, and a ocean city. You remember your time in the Blackstone Company, making your way all the way to Gorvich, trying to besiege the walls, kind of unsuccessfully, and just walking back after the hero killer, striked. Just passing out these flyers in Saltport. Right. Make another deception check. And then make another stealth check. This is going to be DC. Let me look up. Okay, 31. The king doesn't spot you. I think 12. I don't know. 12. Yeah. Yeah, he's in Saltport. It's the yeah. Twelve in deception. You get mixed responses here. Sure, if you would tell the party to go kill the king. Right now, you make an investigation check to see how much information you can get. With a 12, you don't get that many people on your side. You don't get people who are ready to go march up north and, give them a piece of their mind, but you don't get... You get a couple people talking, but nothing more than that. A 14 investigation. Currently, the king is doing doing talks with Bahruth and Novascali. That is about as much as you're getting. The prince and king are pretty tight like that. Dante sends a representative there, but doesn't show up. He's too busy. Dante's a busy man.
Busy what? Lying around?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Now you're getting it.
Wish it was me.
He's basically looking in a mirror. That's you trap him eternally. Just show him a mirror and he goes, ooh.
Alright, noted, noted.
A 14 investigation. What? No. Yeah. If you're looking for more information, make another investigation check to see how much more information. If you want to go really hard into this, you know, triangle alliance here. 13. Currently, Baharuth is planning to send, wouldn't say mercenaries, but soldiers to help out with the defense here. They both recognize that if the northern part of Bastogne were to fall to either Valheimir or Helheim, it could be really bad for both of them. Northern Bastogne is basically this buffer state in between these two powers. The lawful evilness of Valheimia and the chaotic evilness of Helheim. Corbat is typing. No, they still have the same king. They just treat each other treat themselves very differently. Northerners think the Southerners are weak. The Southerners think the Northerners are stupid. The king is in charge of managing the entirety of it. Each city has their own governor. So Gorvich has their governor, Zimnograd, Saltport. Midway for feeling frisky. My computer's about to die. Boop. Yeah. They're Baharuth and Bastogne are already pretty tight. They would probably never attack each other, because there's no reason to. Adding Novascali is something brand new to the Baharuth, the B&B mix. Bastogne Baharuth. B&B and N. Novascali. Yes. They're still talking, but nothing finalized yet. Nothing like Baharuth sending forces over to Bastogne.
He left them unread.
Dante answered the call. He's not, driving over to pick him up. True. He did see what's up with Valheim. Deception. Is there anything else you're trying to do in Bastogne? Look for trees made out of flesh. For all you know, it could have happened like a month ago. You just don't know. You're in... not in April. Somewhere between June and July. These are basically 2 extra months. summer, as we found out, starts June 20th. Which, if you want to know, is a Tuesday. There's Scholars Award. Alright. What are you looking for in Scholars Award? This is the... Well, kind of says it on the, on the 10 here. Can't read for shit. Maybe find something. Alright, make a investigation check and stealth with disadvantage. I guess normal for you then. Okay, 17. 24 is probably fine enough. You don't trigger any of the magical wards or various magical effects that pry against spine. I just want to delve even deeper, which I'm not sure how much you want to risk. But do tell me if you do. Skull's Ward, there is nothing... If they knew anything with the flesh tree, they're doing a good job of hiding it, because you can't find shit. Bastone Technology. There's nothing, I would say, like golem factories or military technology. All the technology here is more arcane in nature. Mostly this is a... How do I say this? An arcane university of sorts. With some magic goods being sold, various, you know, simple stuff like a, self-heating jacket. Or, yep, they're just trying to build a magic bomb. Stuff like that. Typical General Electric stuff. One day they make washers, the other day, just build a machine gun. Alright, make a stealth check with disadvantage. Make another investigation check. Look at the stat block. No, okay. DC was 19. Alright. So you're not caught. With a 9 in investigation, you go into one of the mini libraries. It's giant, almost cathedral-like. Hundreds of students are there, crammed for finals. You don't really get much information about the flesh tree. You find out, you're looking over one of these students' shoulders, and that's just an ice bomb. Seems like it's this, ice bomb has already been made, and he's just researching its production of such. Looks like it'd probably take out one good ruler of fire, one may say, or entire block. Uh, alchemy, magic, and mechanical. Triple whammy. Yeah, you're in the magical school. I was only one assault port. And all about stone, yeah. Maybe with the one in Shimnograd, but I'll tell you through investigating the universities. There's an arcane university in Saltport and Shimnograd, and there's an artificer one in Gorvich. If you're looking for weapon production, military technology, that's Gorvich. Yes, 100%. If they're not already resistant to fire. I mean, you can still try. I'm just how much of a commotion do you want to make? Is Bellamere doing anything while Corvat's gone? You just sit back on.
Yeah, it might take a bit.
Sure. Anyone do it? Well, after Corvat tries to sabotage the Arcane University, we'll jump back to you. We'll attempt to set back on their knowledge and research progress. Alright, how?
Proceed to hit the ice bomb. Phase out of reality so you can't get hurt.
See how it works. Make a perception check.
Write down the notes and then you can give it to Tenho.
An 11. That's a lot of scribbles. A lot of scribbles. With an 11, you could. Is that a lever? It looks like it's a manual. I assume Corvad, the barbarian from the Graying Mountains, doesn't know much about technology. It's an 11 manual? Question mark? But after he's done, like, just almost looking at it, making some notes on it, he writes down more on the schematic than closes it. You want to throw a rock at the ice bomb. The ice bomb isn't here. This guy's just looking at research notes on it. No, with a 9 in investigation, you can't find the ice. You wouldn't find the ice bomb. You find people looking at it, Alright. Wizards are fuckers to deal with, Frey. You burn down their notes, they go, alright, mending. Water damage. Alright, mending. Oh no, our house is on fire. Water. Oh no, we're being attacked. Everyone, just teleport away. There are sons of bitches to fight. Does Bellamere do anything?
Yeah, I had a couple of things.
Sure.
One was a question for Corvad. Because when you were dealing with Ferris, he said something about a month, but I don't remember. Because I don't have the recording.
If I remember correctly, Ferris told Corvad that in a month I'll be back, or something like that.
2 months ago, got it.
Yeah.
And then,
For a time wizard, he'd be good, you know, time management. Here we are.
I don't remember who looked at the wasteland briefly, but the 500-foot tower, brick tower, that shouldn't be there.
I think it was you guys.
Was it us?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I'm the GM.
Since we have 2 months, I want to ask the Sovereign of Wind about it. I figure she might know. And if she doesn't know, ask X-Store.
Neither know.
Ah, useless.
And they kind of just. Everyone agrees that the wasteland just kind of sucks. So they all basically ignore it. They exile people there, and they don't care what happens to them.
Alright, I'm gonna go explore it.
Alright, are you just jumping in?
They have a feast in the way. I'm gonna bring slaves as meat shields. Just
Right, your relationship with the slaves were kind of like it dropped down. They try to kill you, and then went back up and defeats the party. And then going back down as you bring them as human shields.
Just a few.
How many are we talking?
We have 99.
Yeah.
5. 5 of the ones that hate me the most.
All right. You have 94 slaves now.
Are they just gonna get
you-
away? It doesn't. I can shoot. I miss and it doesn't hit me. It hits them. If
All
I
right.
have to fight.
So, what are you going in like the fog, or are you just?
I want to try to get to the bottom of the tower, or see if there's any way to get in to investigate it. Whether I have to go down into the fog.
All right. You go to this massive fucking tower, and you just there's no holes in it, so you just kind of shimmy on down with your 5 slaves. And there's just a door at the bottom.
Oh, sick.
Do you go through?
I'm gonna ask one of the slaves to go through and tell me what they see.
The slaves go through. The door closes behind them.
Great. I'll listen. Does anything happen? Knock. Knock politely.
All right. Anything else?
I want to do, I guess, investigation check, but I don't know for what. What would I be looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I don't know.
Breakthrough?
Danger. I want to try to make an Arcana check. I'm not proficient in it though. So like,
Certainly try.
to see what's up with this tower. Oof.
Man, that is a really tall tower.
It's the tree all over again.
Mm.
So the slaves are just gone now.
We only sent one through. We just sent all of them through.
Can I try opening the door again? Does it open?
You open it.
Is the guy there?
No.
Oh,
There's nothing on the other side. It's like if you open it and there's just more fog.
man, I'm so tempted to go in.
Do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Belmir dies.
I would never. How much HP does Belmir have?
87.
Ooh. Alright.
The 7 doors. Hey, we almost got it right. On the first thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. Send another slave through.
I got to thinking about it.
They all look pretty antsy.
I mean, if the
I would
ruler
be
of
too.
missing is nervous. Oh, I have the wand of magic detection. I'm gonna
Sure.
use that.
Magic. I think it tells you what school. I'd probably say conjuration. No, conjuration probably the best one.
That's what
Door.
Dora is, conjuration. Well, time to go back to the castle. Guess we're not going in there right now.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No. There goes my 500 tall dungeon, guys. Darn. Or is just one big mimic? Who knows? Anything else you like to do in the wastelands? Wander around?
Man, not without the sovereign.
What did you see?
Nothing.
Sounds about right.
Did I write?
Do it. Go inside.
Hold on, I'm looking through my notes now, because there was something, but I'm trying to remember who said it.
Note: 500 tall tower. Door at bottom. Don't know where it go to. I know where it goes to.
Did I not write it down? Am I a big dumb? I'm a big dumb. Shit. The marking on Belmir's forehead that nobody can see except for like one person who mentioned it.
Nox.
Was it Nox?
Nox is like dog. You got Vexa beard.
Can I somehow visit Nox?
Travel to Helheim.
Is the hero killer gonna hurt me?
I don't know. Name one time the hero killers hurts anyone.
I've got at least 2 handfuls of times to recall.
Yeah, a couple broken ribs and legs and arms and. Sure, I'd say you can go visit Knox.
Alright, awesome.
You look at a crow.
Ow! Can I have Knox? Can he come through? Could I ask him some questions? I'll ask the crow, since I know he can see
Hello,
through it.
Bellamere.
Does he come through with his hands?
No, the crow just opens its mouth, and out comes Knox's voice. Do you need something?
Absolutely. I have questions about the marking that you can only see.
Oh, the hero killer can also see that.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want to talk to me.
No, she would punch you in the face.
Yeah. Good assumption.
How goes it? How goes it?
Can I remove it?
No, not really.
Not really, but that's not a solid.
Well, I assume you want to keep your life. No?
Yeah. For now.
Well, don't do killing yourself, man. It's too easy nowadays.
Just go back in that tower and it could easily remove it.
What tower?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I shall not worry about it. I respect your privacy.
Yeah, Doc is a great guy. Kind of a true one.
The only person who could really remove it is Vexomir himself. You could probably ask him. It does it to work. It is usually a marking of something you lost. So something in your head, brain, that you lost.
Great.
Should I ask what you lost, or?
I thought you already knew.
It's been about 5 months, 6 months.
Well, are you gonna ask?
Should I?
It's up to you, you can.
What did you lose?
A good 1/3 of my life.
Like,
He lost his goddamn mind.
like physically, or?
All the memories.
Oh.
Don't say it like that. Come on, man.
I saw it. It make a lot of sense. Why on your forehead, not on your stomach, like many other people. Most people, it's on stomach.
That's weird.
And I also find it very disturbing.
Do you have any correlation or connection with why it would be on the stomach?
I mean, that's where food goes, so something with food. But that's it. I don't really know. But I've been trying to hunt him down for eternity.
You lost your hunger.
On the forehead is in memories, not. Well, no, I've seen him take memories and personality from people. Dante was once a very noble man.
Huh.
You mark that on your notes that
Yep.
Vexamir stole something from Dante.
Great. I want to ask Nox what history he knows of just Vexamir in general. Anything he knows.
Probably like an old man recounting a Vietnam War story.
Oh no!
He goes into the genocide of the dragons, how the giants and titans fought them, and they took most of the casualties. He wasn't there. He's just heard this secondhand from the other saints of the death god before, they all eventually passed. Vexamir is Vexamir is the last dragon. He is a slippery, slimy motherfucker that is almost impossible to catch. He's been playing the longest game of cat and mouse with the hero killer for all of his life, essentially. He is a great worm. He is... If you were to even try to fight him, you would already lose. He will steal stuff from you, take stuff, and you will never know. Unless he wants you to know. Which he finds your situation kind of strange.
I think it's
most of the time,
weird too.
they would, no one would know. Be none the wiser. Vexamir could only turn into living beings, things that have emotion to it, things that can possess stuff. A chair can't possess anything really, so he can't turn into a chair, unfortunately. But he thinks he could turn himself into a mimic that can turn into a chair. So there's that. Any other questions? I'm basically always here. See, there's like 80 crews around you now.
He sees through Corvette too, huh?
Well, he sees through crows.
Minivad. I'll give him a ring through Minivad next time.
What the car?
I guess I'll tell Nox that I've been seeing him, or so I think.
Okay, well that's pretty fucked up.
Right? The other day I was having a conversation, and Corvette said I wasn't having a conversation with anybody. Wait, am I normal? Yeah. Oof.
You see Vexamir about 30 feet in front of you. He's looking over a corner, looking at you. Puts one finger to his lips in a shush motion.
So anyway, continuing. Saw him, or so I thought. Corvette said not, but I think I did.
That is most concerning.
Oh, the fight. He came into the dimension box. I used rope trick in a tornado. In the fight.
Okay, well, it happens. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
The rope trick, that is, in a tornado.
Yeah.
The Vexamir going into the rope trick, not so much.
Well, he was there, and he ate some of my food.
Did he want anything from you?
No, he asked if I was having fun.
He asked if you're having fun.
I want to be watching the Vexamir in the distance. By the way,
the Vexamir watching you.
Yeah, watching it. We're watching each other.
Prolonged eye contact. Nox doesn't seem to see Vexamir. Anything else that you see or experienced with these last dragon?
Yeah, he ate some food. Like some food went missing? I don't know. We have a lot of food. And then I never rechecked the portal because it disappeared and we were falling. I figured all the food was gone. It's not important when we were fighting a god. Or a demigod. I think I told Nox about the assassination and he showed up.
No, you haven't.
I thought I did. I told somebody, so I guess I'll tell Nox during the assassination.
You should tell him about the assassination. He goes, okay, now I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah. Huh.
You think he's just fucking with you?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what he wants.
You look back up and you blink and the Vexamir is gone.
And now I will tell Nox about the Vexamir I just saw.
Okay, well, are you sure? Are you mentally okay?
I don't know.
Are you sure you're not just seeing a person and thinking they're Vexamir and then...
Nah.
That person was just Corvette.
Wait, Corvette's here?
Oh wait, no, it's crap. Don't tell him I can't tell him do a part. Here, wait. It takes a... When the crows takes a bell, puts it around a crack bad.
I won't tell him. It's fine.
The whole feather shape and everything, it's... Anyways, you have any more questions or concerns? I'm not very much of a doctor.
I mean, we have the same enemy. I figure I tell you everything I know. You told me what you know.
Yeah, he has a habit of stealing things from people. It could be, well, physical, or mental, or anything, really. It could be your eye one day, and then your sense of touch the next day.
Ah, it's fine. Maybe.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. I get my dishes to do.
Does he know about the dragons' bodies or corpses that littered the rain after the fight?
The what corpses?
I thought there were, like, dragon corpses, like in... Was it Rose? When we first fought? When we first got our asses kicked by the hero killer?
Dragon corpses?
The people, and then they yeah, those were... You said they were...
Yeah, they're creature type dragon.
Oh, creature type dragon.
But there are kind of dragon people, so... I have no fucking clue. I asked the hero killer and then she threatened to rip my arm off. I'm keeping tabs on it, but... It seems to be following you guys wherever you go. So... Congrats.
Alright. Well... Looks like we're not gonna go anywhere now. The rest of the campaign just sitting in the castle.
Yeah. The dragon people kinda just show up. Well, they were once people and now they're not, now they're dragons, so... Happened in an instant.
Yeah.
Don't die.
I'll try not to.
The 80 crows just fly off.
At least you didn't come through in.
Okay, Nox can be probably one of the scariest people, but he's just your bestie. Like, it's like this blind man who sees through thousands of crows and can just transport himself via crows. Well, how you doing? You eating well?
Kind of the best character.
Kind of one of the greatest homies to have.
Thanks, Corvette. We like your dad.
Such a cool dad.
I wish I knew my dad. I think that was it. Because I'm not going back in the fucking... Next to here's my
Send another
dad.
slave through. What's the worst that could happen?
How much were the slaves? I lose like 10 gold pieces in manual labor.
I don't know the price. You have 98 slaves now.
Well,
Watch Vexmir is your dad? Yeah, maybe.
no, they're the slaves I took and then put back after one got lost.
Yeah, you had 100 slaves, one tried to kill you, died. You had 99 slaves, you sent one through the door. We don't know what happens to them. They have 98.
Are the slaves' living quarters bad?
Is their living quarters bad? Yeah, probably.
Huh.
Bare minimum. Which is floor.
I mean, I sleep in dirt, so like, it ain't much better.
Yeah, but you willingly choose to live in dirt. They don't get a choice.
Just to make them hate me more. It's like, oh, we relate, guys. You live in dirt, I live in dirt. Common ground.
That's not the same.
Force them to sleep on beds. You want to buy them beds?
You can give them straw to sleep on.
Alright, Frey gets banned.
Fuck no. Alright, Veximir is gonna kill you. Let me just choose. Okay. 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 Anything else Corvad or Bellamir would like to do? Before the Theris returns? 39 hit Corvad. God, that does so much damage. 81 damage. Let's see. 81 is enough to kill everyone in the party except Sol and Bellamir.
Just use your uncanny dodge.
It wouldn't work.
Legendary.
Wouldn't work. Well, it'd be a reaction to it afterwards, I think. Legendary actions happen at the end of someone's turn. So, end of end of the hero killer's turn, you get. Yeah. Creatures can now reduce this attack, so uncanny dodge wouldn't work. Reduces you to 0, which would instantly kill you. Anything else you two would like to do before the Ferris returns, and then maybe something else afterwards? I don't know.
Ferris being in purgatory, we still know that he exists, right?
What the fuck is the sink? Poor district. I have to remember the timeline because it's so weird. Alright, so Ferris ceased to exist, and then this is what happens. So Ferris ceased to exist. For Ferris, this was about like a bajillion years. For everyone else, this was about like 5 seconds. If even, like half of that. Half of a second.
Okay.
He ceased to be, and then 2 months later, existed within purgatory, and then also within that same instance, like Korvac could send him to heaven or hell, exited purgatory. So, draw this paint diagram. Actually, do we have a battle map up?
I'm on the trees. Oh boy.
It's a poor map. Okay, I'll use red. Okay. Alright, I should probably make this larger. Text. Ferris ceases. Ferris back? Question mark. All the stuff in between, God knows how long. God, it just didn't exist. He just popped out of here, then popped up over here.
Popping back up as the gold thing? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I guess at that point, I'd use my question, because who's Ferris? Don't know him.
Sure, if you want to. You want to do this? I'll say you're doing this what, mid, somewhere between, or doing this when Ferris comes back, or right before he does.
I'll do possibly.
We're in the timeline.
Possibly right before, maybe like on this little high end of the wavelength.
By here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
All
the
right.
question. You don't want me to use it?
You'd be like, where is the most spread located? And then I go, wherever Corbat is. You waste a question.
Free answer.
Yeah, that's your free question.
Alright, how about you, Wayne? You pick heads or tails.
I pick heads or tails? Oh, obviously heads.
Ah, bet. How the fuck do I roll?
Slash R 1D2.
Alright, it's tails. I'm not using the question. Tragic.
Tragic. No! Is there anything else before the Ferris return landmark, I guess?
I'm good.
What's the guild forum? Guild forum. Let me see. Let me pull up my notes. It's been a while, but I think if I remember correctly, it's a lot of mercenary stuff, a lot of trading guilds, mercantile stuff. Oh look, here's the best blacksmiths. Put him in the guild forum. Here's, you know, the mercenary guild. Yeah. They draw that fine line between mercenary and criminal. Something like Banner. Alright, how are you joining? You just show up. Is that what you want to do for the remainder of your time? Just... Are you ever returning to Valheimia? My question. The corporate doesn't even know Ferris is back. Sure. Just make a... I don't know. Intimidation, persuasion, or deception check. To see how much they like you.
Corbett just ditches us for new friends.
Like, entering the Salty Splatoon, you, show up with all your moxie, and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? You just slam your fist down on the table, requesting a job, and they're like, ah, fuck it. You join the mercenary group called the Warhounds. Right now they're just basically going through, taking out various monster encampments, like, oh no, there is an owl bear in the forest, and you can just show up and kill it.
Not the owl bear.
You're sent to North Bastogne to go help with the front lines. Valheimia is still attacking Bastogne, but it's not like a full-on invasion. How would you make a intelligence check to see? I know you're terrific at these. Yeah, but now that you're this time you're fighting Valheimia. -1. You just do what you're told. You're making great friends with this mercenary company. You don't really say much. And you don't really take off your helmet. And for that, you're given the nickname Helms. Helms. Hey, what's up, Helms? Hey, hi, Helms. Hi, Holmes. You're out drinking with your buddies. Having a swallow time. Valheimia attacks. You just show up. You know, you leave no survivors, so that there's no one to go back to report that one of the rulers is fighting against Valheimia. Unless you choose to. I don't know. Make a roll d20 to see how popular you get. You are kind of a fucking beast.
See somebody
7.
using a shadow. Is that... I don't know, is that the ruler?
Like, you change your shadow so it's not Corvad shaped, unless you choose it to be. There might be a bit more questions. And you're taking out various different groups. I wouldn't say you become. Yeah, basically. It's not me, Corp. It's not me, the ruler of Ka. It's Shadow figure. Yeah, and you just assassinate him. You leave no survivors, and you leave no, I guess, trail to you. Unless you want people to know you're from Valheimia. Or you're ruler in Valheimia. Add 40 gold pieces to your inventory. Anything else?
Easy side hustle.
If you ever need friends and need help with Bastogne, you guess you can ask the Mercenary Guild now. Corbad, ruler of Ka helms. Mercenary helms. A majority of them do just side with Bastogne because Bastogne is way better than Valheimia in terms of they're treated with at least some respect and are paid. And Valheimia is full of monsters, and they're all full of that propaganda that Valheimia is this barbaric place that wants to, destroy all of mankind. And they're not wrong in that sense. Full of monsters, and they want to take over the entire world. The politics and economy? Saltport is the major trading where they trade with Baharuth and Noviskali. Sometimes Sekmahara, but it's a bit difficult to get over there. To get over down there. Big trade. A lot of their economy is just naturally shifted towards war, especially in the north here. That's how they keep themselves busy and paid. Picture America in World War II. Sure. Everything dotted is a supply line. And there would technically be one here. These are their supply routes. Never thought this map would be used for that. You send this map through Caw phone. You bug Nox, and Nox draws it terribly. And then sends it to Bellamere. Nox, having the worst handwriting you've ever seen.
What is this? Is that a B? A T? Yeah? Okay. Alright. B and T. Oh, supply routes.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water.
I don't know what you're doing either. This is kind of cool. Is this AI art? Am I gonna be upset? You haven't looked for the tree. Although you got the mercenary guild, so.
Alright, did I miss anything?
No. I'm trying to find cool art for Bellemere, but all these elves are too pretty.
Yeah, Bellemere's kind of fucked up. Pretty scarred, TPH.
Like, I have pictures of other things that are not elves that look like perfect, but damn, it's not an elf.
Photoshop some ears on it.
Like, I guess I'll post them in the dungeon.
The dungeon.
Like his lightning scar thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to look for it, yeah. they think you're crazy. Which only adds to your, like, hype. I'd say with 2 months downtime, it seems like the flesh tree isn't here. Or isn't here right now. I'd say that's probably the conclusion you can come with. Flesh shaped, probably. That is pretty. That actually is pretty good Bellemere art.
Right? That one's really cool. I found this. Where the fuck did it save?
Where the fuck is it?
I thought I had everything saved to desktop so I can have 100 things on my desktop and I hate myself.
No. Why?
Because I'll see it and then be like, why is this still here? It's in downloads. Like, this is cool, but this is way too pretty.
So, Corvad, you can't find any information about the flesh tree, so you know it's either midsummer or end of summer. If anyone's getting stressed out, it's going to be Bellemere.
He was talking to himself like 4 times already. Come on.
Especially like you're brushing your teeth and there's just Vexamir behind you. And you're like, God fucking damn it. Knock next time, man.
Fucking office scene. Dwight and his like wife. Literally that gif every time.
Ah. Anything else before we close up? It's like a lumberjack company, deforestation company. Not really. And there is companies that deal in like, yeah, we're just like. There are lumberjacks people, yeah, they exist. In Saltport. How much? Pretty good margin.
Proceeds to join as a lumberjack.
Quitting your mercenary job. And Bellemir's just schizophrenic.
He's fine. He's fine. Can I train Frosty
Sure.
to fuck, I'm never gonna find it. There's this guy who's schizophrenic and he trains his dog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To say hello.
Alright, you try to do that. I'm making an animal handling check. Yeah. And much easier than Frosty can actually just talk back to you and understand. Every time you try to train Frosty to, there's a Vexamir right there. What do you mean? Says Frosty.
Perfect.
You can just ask anyone. They'll just be like, no, he's not there.
Nah, he's not. It's bonding time with Frosty, okay?
Is there a me looking at me right now? And Frosty goes, what? What? What do you mean?
You know, regale Frosty of our tales. While he was away.
Frosty understands that you never meant to abandon him.